Ryan Pace, at this point, he's trying to make this defense one of the greatest of all time, okay? He just added another really talented edge rusher to a defense that already has stars all around it. He traded up in the 5th round to draft Trevis Gipson, edge rusher from Tulsa. What's up, guys? I'm back with the Bears offseason reaction videos. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Bears content, more Bears highlight videos, reactions, analysis videos, and so forth. I'll be coming out with a lot of videos in the next couple weeks because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. And the draft just finished right now, so I'm recording all my reactions to these picks. After the entire draft is done, I'll probably make another video just summing up the entire draft and giving my grades for the draft as a whole. But you can also expect these individual player analysis videos as well. So, guys, let's talk about Trevis Gipson, man, with our 5th pick. Okay, let's talk about the trade first of all, because Ryan Pace actually traded up into the 5th round with the pick from the future. So he traded away our 2021 4th round pick to the Minnesota Vikings for their 5th round pick this year. And when you look at that from a value point of view, that is some tremendous value, okay? He practically gave up no value at all to get a pick this year, okay? He's pretty much just borrowing from the future to get a pick this year, so we're not losing really any picks or anything at all. So I really like that attitude by Ryan Pace. I mean, we are in win now mode right now, so we should be doing everything possible to make our team as good as it can possibly get for this year. So really good trade by Ryan Pace. And when you look at his previous 5th round picks, guys, he really excels in the 5th round, okay? Jordan Howard, Bilal Nichols, Adrian Amos, all really talented players. A lot of them, I think, yeah, Jordan Howard and Amos both went to the Pro Bowl, I believe. Actually, I don't know if Amos ever went to the Pro Bowl, but Amos was obviously a really good player. So nonetheless, man, this guy's been finding stars in the 5th round, and I really think that Trevis Gipson is going to be another one of those picks. I actually had, if you guys watch my mock draft, I had us drafting Trevis Gipson in the 7th round. So I was kind of shocked that he went this early, but looking at everybody else's boards now, it seems that I was undervaluing Trey Gipson a lot. And, you know, obviously I like this dude a lot because I had him going to the Bears. I thought he would go a lot later, but I'm totally okay with Ryan Pace picking him this early because when you actually look at his stats from last year, when you look at his production, when you look at his potential as an edge rusher, man, he absolutely deserves a 5th round pick. So let's take a look at his measurables. So he's 6'3", 261 pounds, so a really decent frame. He actually added 60 pounds during his last 2 years in college. So he bulked up pretty good. He could maybe bulk up even more if he wants to. His arms are really long. They're 33, almost 34 inches. So really long arms that can really extend, and he can use those to his advantage. His hands are pretty big as well. And if you look at his stats, man, from 2019 was when he truly broke out. The 2 years before that, he was a decent player, but not like a player worthy of being selected in the draft. But after last year, man, that's when he truly broke out. He had 12 games that he played in. He had 8 sacks, 15 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. If you look at his career stats while at Tulsa, he played in 39 games. He had 13 sacks, 25.5 tackles for loss, and 8 forced fumbles, man. 8 forced fumbles. That production right there in forcing those fumbles, that's going to go really well with Khalil Mack, with Robert Quinn, because both Mack and Quinn, man, they're really good at popping the ball out as well. So I really like that this guy he has a knack for, you know, popping that ball out. You're using his long arms to his advantage. Something I also really love about this guy is that he is a freak athlete. He has all the physical tools to be a dominant edge rusher in this game. If you look at his acceleration off the snap, he is very good at accelerating, just, you know, pushing off from his stance and just getting into the face of the lineman quickly. He uses his long arms to his advantage to, you know, get that penetration in the backfield very quickly. His hand placement is really good. His lateral quickness, moving side to side, he can do that really well. He can jump up in the air to block those, you know, passes from the line of scrimmage if he ever gets his hand on those. But what I love about this guy the most is the high motor and the energy that he plays with. There are certain guys in the NFL that you can just tell that by the way they play, man, they want to be dominant in this game. They want to be dominant in every single snap. They want to get after the quarterback every single play. That energy for this guy, it never runs out. Even though the level of competition that he played, maybe it's not as good as people obviously in the SEC or the Big Ten, but guys, the way he plays the game, his mentality, man, he is a super high energy guy. He's going to give his absolute best 100%, 100% of the time, man. And, I love guys like this to be on our defense because that's how the rest of our defense already plays, okay? Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, super high energy guys. Robert Quinn as well. Roquan Smith as well. So if you add another guy like this to the mix, man, that personality fits in really, really well. The one knock on this guy is that he is extremely raw, okay? So his technique is not refined at all. He's kind of inefficient in his movement with his arms and legs, which are, that's something that he has to control a lot better. And he's going to need some really great coaching to be at his potential in the future. He's going to have to learn how to play edge rusher from some of the best players in the game. Cough, cough, Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn. We are in luck, honestly, that we have such great players ahead of him to teach him how to play, because when you're learning from the likes of Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn, I mean, those are some pretty good teachers right there. Probably even better teachers than Chuck Pagano himself or any linebacker coach that we have, because learning from your peers, man, that's how you truly learn, okay? So I have no worries about this guy at all. I think he's going to be a really phenomenal third edge rusher for us. In the future, he could be a starter maybe a couple years down the line when, one of Robert Quinn or Khalil Mack is probably staying for a long time. But if we have to move on from Robert Quinn in like 3 or 4 years, maybe sooner, then this guy could be the guy that could take over for him. And at the very least right now, he provides us with so much backup value because every single team needs a dominant rotation of edge rushers, especially if you're trying to be an elite defense. The best of the best defenses that have won Super Bowls by themselves, okay, with practically no help from the offense, they have had so many great edge rushers that they just keep on rotating in and out, just keeping their guys fresh. If you look at the Philadelphia Eagles from 2017, that front seven was so elite, so dominant because they had so many of those edge rushers. You can never have enough pass rushers, okay? And I love, adding a guy like this because beyond, Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack, who do we have behind them? If Mack or Quinn gets hurt, there's nobody really behind them, but now there is. Ryan Pace, in just one offseason, has upgraded the pass rusher position so incredibly much. If you look at what we had last year, we had Khalil Mack, we had Leonard Floyd, and we had Aaron Lynch. That was our top three. What's our top three right now? Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn, and Trevis Gipson, man. That's a phenomenal upgrade. And if you remember, the first half of 2018 when Aaron Lynch was actually playing pretty good, when Leonard Floyd was playing decently, that's when our defense was at the best. So if we want our defense to return to 2018 levels or even better, this is a move that we had to make. So I really love that Ryan Pace went for it, even though we had so much depth already, in our front seven. You can never have enough pass rushers. I know people wanted that offensive lineman. People wanted that receiver earlier. But guys, this is a value pick that you cannot pass up if you are Ryan Pace. This is honestly the type of move that moves our defense from being just elite to like one of the greatest ever if this guy actually pans out, if this guy can actually provide us with some backup value. I just got to say, man, with all the moves that we have made at edge rusher, with Akeem Hicks returning healthy next season, Khalil Mack, man, he's going to have a season for the ages. He's finally not going to be doubled or tripled up every single snap because the opposing offense is just simply cannot do that, okay? Because you have so many weapons now all across this entire defense. You have that pass rush, that elite pass rush that, opposite of Khalil Mack that we have been missing this entire time. You have backups behind them that have so much potential as well. So I'm just really excited, man, to see how this defense blossoms next year. It's going to be a truly amazing sight to see. Let me know what you guys think about this pick in the comments down below. But as always, bear down.
Is this Travis?
Yes, sir.
Coach Nagy with the Bears. How you doing, man?
Good, and you?
Are you ready to be a Chicago Bear?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir, I am.
Awesome, man.
Hello, Coach.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're super excited to get you here, and you're going to be seeing your name come across that board here in a bit.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you a whole lot, Coach, for real.
Absolutely, man. It's been great. You did a heck of a job with us, and we're going to have some coaches reach out to you, but make sure you enjoy this time with the family, and we're fired up to get you here and make you a Bear, man.
Yes, sir.